Hey, I'm Paul Grosser, and this is Jason Fryer from thebestsportsblog.com. We're going to talk about the winners and losers of the 2012 NBA Draft. So first off, the winners. Let's think about this for a second. Obviously, New Orleans is definitely the number one winner. I mean, they got Anthony Davis, who's going to be the big franchise changer. Kind of a no-brainer to take him, but give them credit for at least not screwing it up. That's been done before. They also got Austin Rivers, who's really a good young scorer, and he can either work at the point with Eric Gordon, or it gives them the flexibility to sign and trade Gordon for another good player. Other winners, the Golden State Warriors got Harrison Barnes, who's going to be a really good player for them. He's a small forward, swingman type, who's exactly what they needed alongside Klay Thompson, the shooting guard, Steph Curry, the point guard, and David Lee, the power forward. It's exactly what they needed, a guy who can go in and score in and out, who can shoot the ball. And other one, I'm going to go over to Jason, a few winners.
A couple winners for me. I love what the Rockets did with Royce White, Terrence Jones. They needed some more athleticism. They're going to get that ball handlers there. I love those two guys. In addition to Lamb, he's going to give them more ball handler, guy off the dribble. They really need guys off the dribble there. They didn't have enough athleticism. They traded Budinger, gave him some athleticism, but not enough. And also for with Perry Jones III to the Oklahoma City Thunder, just another athlete on the floor. If Durant gets in foul trouble, they'll help them out. Or if they want to go small, we were talking about earlier, Paul, with Ibaka, with Perry Jones, Durant, Harden, Westbrook, and they can throw in Sefolosha there, Collison. They have so many different lineups now.
It also gives them a lot more versatility. They had a lot of problems in the playoffs with being able to play Perkins, not play Perkins. It just, you put Jones and Ibaka on the floor, it's just nasty. Now, Jones has to work on his motor, and there's concerns about health, but this is a guy who's being talked about as a future #1 overall pick.
They're not in a hurry, though.
They're not in a hurry.
Right.
Of course, we're both Bulls fans, so we were hoping that he would go and pick later, but that didn't happen, and we're all very excited about Marquise Teague. So let's talk about the losers from tonight. I'm going to talk about for a second about the Blazers. Damian Lillard and Myers Leonard are good players. There's high upside there. He could be a really good point guard, Lillard, and Myers Leonard could be a very good center. But a lot of questions there, a lot of upside questions. And there were some great players that they passed on. They passed on Harrison Barnes, who could have been a perfect small forward for them, alongside Wes Matthews and Nick Batum. They also passed on Drummond, who really, with the first pick, who really would have been a nice fit there, although, of course, Portland has to be a little bit wary about big men. But then, of course, they drafted Leonard, so you have to look at that. They passed on Perry Jones, but then he fell quite a lot. So there's really, Portland got solid players, but you have really good questions about whether or not they actually maximize their value.
I think Indiana, first of all. I couldn't understand that. Plumlee, I think they needed more athleticism there. I would have gone with Perry Jones III or Teague. We talked about the point guard. Collison,
they also had Jeff Taylor.
Jeff Taylor would have helped out as a backup to Granger, or they could trade a Granger. Plumlee just doesn't make sense. They got Hansborough. They have Hibbert. They have West. It just doesn't make sense for them. They needed a better, more athletic player there. And Toronto with Terrence Ross, they have all these guard forwards already. They needed I would have gone the bigger guy, a true big man there. You could have gone Drummond, we both said. You could have gone Myers Leonard as a true center there. Would have made more sense.
Drummond was a big upside thing, you know.
They needed
really needed upside, and they got Valanciunas coming in. They had a chance to bring together a really good front line for the future.
Well, they have Ed Davis, too, there.
They have Ed Davis, but Ed Davis is going to be like a league average player. He's not a guy who you're going to want as a leader of your franchise. And they got Terrence Ross, who we think is going to be a decent role player. He can shoot. He's a swingman.
They have DeRozan, though.
But they have DeRozan.
Right.
Well, Terrence Ross can shoot better, but the reality is,
it just doesn't make sense for him.
Yeah, I mean, Drummond had a lot more upside. Jeremy Lamb. There were just guys that they passed on who were much better. So that's our winners and losers of the 2012 NBA Draft. Check out the description, the article in the description, and check out our other videos. And we look forward to talking to you all soon. Thanks.